workshop.
The training is called Language Matters. And get this, the students have to foot the bill. It's $175. Here to weigh in is campusreform.org correspondent and Rutgers student Andrea Vacchiano. Andrea, thanks for joining us. What did you think about this?
Thank you for having me. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I had to take the microaggression workshop when I was a freshman at my orientation. Basically, what happens is that freshmen have to pay $175 to attend a 2-day summer orientation. And we're basically told never to use microaggressions, and it basically just discourages students from exercising their First Amendment rights. And I was absolutely shocked that it was getting taxpayer money to fund it.
They said the 1-hour presentation is somewhat, insists somewhat defensively that is not making a big deal out of, this is making a big deal out of nothing. Significant long-term harm like illness and a decreased immune system comes from microaggression.
Yeah.
So to stop microaggression in its tracks, we have to have, you have to have this, this seminar.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. I think it just does more harm to students by babying them, and it doesn't prepare them for the real world at all, because in the real world, no one believes in microaggressions. It just makes students weaker.
Andrea, what kinds of things did you learn in the orientation? What were they telling you can and can't say?
They were saying things like you should never ask someone like what country they're from, or if they speak a certain language, or to also shy away from assuming someone's nationality, so like things like that. You
can't ask someone where they're from?
Yes, because it implies that they're not American or something like that.
Wow.
Crazy.
And do you think you're in the minority? Am I allowed to say that? Minority in being a little
campus.
Outraged about the attention on microaggression and the charge to this class?
Absolutely. Even as an incoming freshman, I was very outspoken, and I gave my thoughts at the end of it. And my orientation leader just kind of like glared at me like she resented me for speaking my views. And I feel as though most students in the class were basically just indoctrinated, like they didn't question it, they didn't understand. And at campusreform.org, we see sessions like this from across the country. It's very widespread.
Well, you're smart for standing up for this and for speaking out. I think if I were in that orientation class, I'd be thinking about the next party. I don't think I'd hear them.
By the way, people are usually proud of their heritage and still are American.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it, 23andMe? You're not even allowed to mention that, I guess, to know where you're from. It might make you seem un-American. Andrea, thank you.